Hello, I'm Samir, and for the past 2 years, as a data analyst, I've learned four crucial things. Firstly, data is not just numbers, it's a story. Secondly, a powerful visualization is the only way to make that story clear. Third, the right tool does not just show your data, helps you understand it. And lastly, the most important data you will ever analyze is your own. So today, I'm going to guide you through the powerful dashboard that Sentia provides, using this notebook to hand draw the concepts we needed. Let's break it down together. Welcome to Sentia Dashboard. Now, this might just look like a bunch of charts and graphs, but I want you to think it as a mirror. Every quiz you take, every question you answer, every single bit of effort that you make, it's all reflected over here. This is the tool that let you become your own data analyst. You stop guessing where you're going wrong and start knowing. You'll see your clear path to improve and get better at your studies. It's an incredible powerful tool. So let's just stop talking about it and start using it. Alright, let's start with the performance summary. As a data analyst, I call this our KPI card, Key Performance Indicator. It's your high-level snapshot, how many questions you have attempted, how many quizzes you have taken, and your average time. And right at the top, your overall accuracy. Now don't worry about the number shown up there. The entire point of this dashboard is to give you an insight of your current stage. You can simply take this number to another level. This card tells you what your performance is, but the spider chart next to it, this is what tells you where. This is a fantastic way to see all your skill on one graph. Each spoke of the wheel is a different topic or a tag. You have two key metrics. The green line is your average score in that topic, and the purple line is your latest performance. This is where you get to be an analyst. You're comparing your most recent performance, purple, against the historical average, the green one. But I get it. Reading the shapes can be tricky. What does this mean? How to interpret it? So the best way is to draw it. So let's switch to the notebook and help you understand much better. So we have two lines here. The purple line shows your latest performance, how you did this week. And the green line shows your average performance, your usual behavior over time. Let's start with the sleep. This week, you got 5 hours, but your average is usually 7. That's a big drop. Let's talk about study time. This week, you pushed to 8 hours, way more than your usual 6 hours. You are crushing it here. Now let's discuss exercise. Only 2 days a week, but you normally do 4 days. You have slipped over here. Now let's see the social time. Just 3 hours, compared to your average 8 or 7 hours. Mean isolating yourself. Now the screen time. 7 hours this week, but your average is only 3. Too much scrolling. Healthy meals? Only 1 meal today. You usually have 3. Running on junk food. Now connect these dots. See, purple bludges at study time but shrinks everywhere else. Green is balanced. This one chart shows you exactly where you are off track from your normal self. Hope this makes sense. Next we have the performance trend. In data analysis, we call it time series chart. It's essentially your performance over a period of time. The x-axis on the bottom is your quiz attempt. Every quiz you have taken in order by topic. The y-axis is your score in percentage. This line shows your raw score. For each of those topics, you will see peaks and you will see valleys. Now all this up and down is called volatility or noise, and it's normal. But the real question is, what's the overall trend? Is this line generally moving up even with the dips? To understand it better, we can just draw it. So let's just move to our notebook once again. Alright, imagine this. You're tracking your math quizzes scores for the month. X-axis here, that's your quiz number. Quiz 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Every attempt you take. And y-axis here, that's your score. How many marks you actually got. I've already marked your scores here. Let me connect them and show you what's happening. You got 40 marks. Starting point. Not great, but hey, it's your first attempt. Now you move to 50 marks. See this? Line goes up. Slow progress, but it's your progress. You're learning. Now straight to 70 marks. Look at this jump. This is your peak moment. Everything you studied, it clicked. You crushed it. But wait, drop back to 50. Line is going down. See this dip? Maybe you got overconfident or life got busy. It happens. But look, 78 marks. Back up and even higher than before. You learned from that dip and came back stronger. This is your best score yet. Now look at this complete line. See all these up and downs? That's what we call noise or volatility. You will have peaks and you will have valleys. If you zoom out and look at the big picture, this line is clearly trending up. It started at 40, ended up 78. That's nearly double your first score. That's improvement, that's growth. One bad quiz at number 4 doesn't define you, doesn't erase your progress. So when you open Sentia and see the chart, don't freak out over one dip. Just look at the overall direction. Is your line trending up? That's your learning. You're improving and keep going. Alright, now for my favorite chart, performance by tag. This is your diagnostic tool and it is super simple. The height of the blue bar is your average score for that topic. You can clearly see in which you are strong in and in which you need improvement. But what about these red lines? That line represents standard deviation. In simple words, it tells you how consistent your score are for that topic. For instance, if you get 50%, is it because you always get 50% for that topic? Or is it because you get 100% one day and another day you get 0%? It's important for you to know what and how that works. To make it crystal clear, let's move to our favorite tool, the notebook, one last time to explain you much better. Alright, forget studying for a second. Let's talk about something we all understand, waiting for coffee. Let's say you go out to your favorite coffee shop 4 times this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. On Monday, it took only 2 minutes. You are in and out with no line. Whereas on Wednesday, it took 5 minutes, normal. Couple people ahead, but moving smoothly. On Friday, 5 minutes again. Nice, that's consistent. But on Sunday, 8 minutes. Slow service, everyone's ordering complicated drinks. So your average time over here is 5 minutes. Sound reasonable, right? But here's the thing, you can't predict anything. One day it's 2 minutes, next day it's 8 minutes. That's a huge difference. Now look at this bell curve. See how it is stretched over wide from 1 minute to all the way to 9 minutes? Your wait times are scattered all over the place. That widespread, that's your standard deviation. It's large. The coffee shop is unreliable. You never know if you will wait 2 minutes or 8 minutes. Now check out the competitor shop. Look how tall and thin the bell curve is. It's packed, tied around 4 to 6 minutes. Every single day, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, super predictable. That's a small standard deviation. Tight, consistent, reliable. So what is the lesson? When you see those red lines in your Sentia app stretching long, that's like the unpredictable coffee shops. You are scoring 40% one day, 90% the next. You are all over the map. Small red bars, you are like the reliable coffee shop. Consistent, hitting around the same score every time. The goal, make your bell curve narrow. Find what works, stick to it, and become predictable in your performance. I hope I've made it clear. Now let's look at Journey to Mastery section. This section is fantastic. Here's how. It's no longer about topics. It's about individual questions. Basically, Sentia tracks every question of yours and sort them into 4 main buckets. These are master, improving, struggling, and declining. From an analyst view, the struggling and declining buckets are your most valuable data. This is your high priority action list. This is where you need to really focus on right away. And this question journey pipeline below it shows the whole story from start date to your first try success rate to how many you have improved after review. It's a perfect granular way to see your progress. And the last piece of the dashboard is activity heat map. It's your consistency tracker. And from a data perspective, this might be the most valuable chart. Why? Because consistency shrinks that standard deviation that we discussed earlier. Now let's look at the chart. The chart is simple calendar. Every square is a day, and the darker the square, the more work you did. It's an instant visual of your dedication. You can immediately spot your high effort streaks, like the streak right here. But as an analyst, the story isn't just the dark square, it's the light ones. This is your ultimate accountability tool. It shows you the raw, unfiltered truth about your study habits and the gaps you take. So that's the entire dashboard. We have gone from big picture to the smallest detail. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, a like and a subscribe would be amazing. Tell me in the comment section what do you think about Sentia Dashboard, and I'll see you in the next one.